All right, hi everybody, drinking with Ray, Campania, Southern Italy style, and it's hot here, so I'm not wearing a shirt. It's like 91 degrees. My body isn't acclimated to this after being in UK and then Ireland for months and months and months with the quarantine and everything, where it barely got like above 50, 60. So I'm hot, my body. It's getting used to it. I've been here for a while. Anyway, this is something special, local Campania wine. So each region of Italy has all these specific zones to it with wine. And I'm not an expert on wine. I like wine. Let's give it a try. The cool thing about this is there's this cool guy in the let me talk about the ancient streets here. This ancient city. This city's like 4,000 years old, 3,000 years old around. Neapolis is how it started, Greek colony. And then it was part of the Roman Empire, and then a bunch of other things, created all the way to becoming an Italian city. And so you gotta open this like a beer bottle. And this is fresh home wine. It smells like real grapey. So there's this guy up the street. So the history, I was just talking about the history of the city. I could go on forever and ever about that, but this is just wild. There's all these layers of ancient walls and houses and just people everywhere. It reminds me of Puerto Rico a little bit. It's definitely nowhere I've ever been before, though. Naples, Italy's loud and proud and lots of motorbikes everywhere. And so this really cool guy down the street, he actually knows a little English. A lot of people don't know English at all here. They love their Italiano, actually Neapolitan dialect Italiano, which is its own kind of thing. Grapey smell. So this guy down the street, let me tell the story. He has his own little hole in the wall wine shop. Cool guy, young guy, heavy set kind of guy, just loving his wine, and he knows the people out in the hills or wherever close by that grows these vines. And he sells this whole bottle for like €3, €3.50, which is like crazy. It's like under $5. It's like $4, and it's awesome. And I think it's just not aged wine. Like, it's fresh wine, fresh. You make it, it ferments for a little bit, and it's good to go. It's ready. All right, so let's give it a try. Real grape juice. It's interesting that more aged wine has more bite to it, kind of. Well, not bite, it's not that strong. It's like 13%, but it's like drinking juice, man. The Italian lifestyle, the Mediterranean life, drinking with Ray. It's a little different than my old ones, I know. Just trying to acclimate to a new culture and life. And when in Rome, or when in Naples, as they say, Neapolis, it's a historic name. I think the first name was Peropolis, something like that. It's based on some nymph that came out of the ocean, and some myth. Pretty cool, actually. I heard that you have to slurp to taste wine. Yeah, that's nice, man. For the price, the whole bottle, it's crazy. Wine here is pretty inexpensive. You think of wine as like this expensive thing in the US and other places. No, it's not that much here. It's interesting. It's a favorite drink, I would say, of Italy. Not so much of a beer culture, even though they have some beers. Okay, thanks for drinking with Ray. Just a real quick one. Part of a wine compilation. This is from Campania, where I am right now. Fresh, pressed, bottled wine. The guy sells it for about €3.50, which he must be making a huge profit. I don't know. He must, to be able to sell it like that. He has this little shop. It's the nicest guy, actually. Salute from Neapolis. Napoli, or English, Naples. All right, ciao. All right, welcome to Drinking with Ray, Italian style. It's a little different when you're not on total lockdown. This one is from Corte Albigio, product of Italy from Tuscany region, which is not around here. I'm in Campania, which is southern Italy, Naples, around that area, which has its own amazing wines too. I've already tried a few. But yeah, let's start documenting some of these. So this is a 2016 Corte Albigio Toscana. You know, I'm not the total wine snob kind of guy. I admit I do love spirits and beer more. But when in Rome, as they say, or when in Italy, when in Naples, do what the locals do, you know? So, you know, wine in Italy goes way back, man. It's crazy. The Roman Empire definitely had wine. The Greek peoples before them, the Latins, the Etruscans. Let's give it a try. Ooh, nice 13% by volume. This is the distinguished drink of the world, right? Yeah, let me give it a try. So anyway, the history of wine. I'm just going off the top of the head. Roman Empire were growing wine. Some of these vines still exist throughout Italy from those times. So it's like 2,000 years old. They're still growing grapes. It's incredible. It goes back before that, the Greeks and the Etruscans and people that were around in like 3,000, 4,000 BC. I think the first evidence of wine they ever found is like 8,000 years old or something, from Georgia, something like that. Talk about drinking with history. Ah, man. Anyways, you know, there's kind of a snooty little aspect of wine that I don't really like. You know, the expensive bottles. And I really don't know that much about it. I know a good amount. A lot of it has to do with geography, which is the soil and the sun and the weather and the rainfall of each year. That's what makes each year different. The altitude and longitude, latitude, so many different. Ooh, it's kind of a little subtly sweet, not too much. So many different factors go into the wine making regions of the world. It all has to do with geography. So we're here in Italy, tons of wine. France, obviously, lots of wine. Greek, Mediterranean, you know, Spain makes wine. We got California wines, of course, Napa Valley, Bay Area, Central Coast, Paso Robles, those are beautiful too. South Africa makes some good wines. South America, Chile and Argentina. Australia and New Zealand make some good wines. You know, it has to be a specific kind of climate. There's probably tons of more wine grown all over the world, but those are like the most famous ones. And you know, wine making in Europe is thousands of years old, 8,000 years, something like that. It's incredible. So they call this Rosso. I much more prefer red wine, but you know, I'll try a white every now and then. And the locals told us here that they chill the red wine in summer because it's so hot here. So I'll do what the locals tell me. This is chilled down. I've been to some nice wineries in my day. Every little region of the world that makes wines is a little different. Up on the hill, it might be different than the valley below. One year is different from the next. It's precise and incredible, and comes from the grapes and the processing and the mashing of the grapes and the fermentation, and you put it in barrels for a long time. And the wine, though, is one last thing about this place so far that I've noticed buying wines is they're really inexpensive a lot of times. We found this place that you get a bottle for like €2.50, which is like, I don't know, $3 right now, something like that. Not a glass, a bottle. This one was €8. You know, it's a little older, I guess, from a different region. Still, not bad. You know what? Of course, they probably have some more high end, but I really do think a lot of it is when you import Italian wines or from wherever, there's a huge markup to, rich people live in America, wherever, UK, wherever they're buying lots of wines. Just a thought. I don't know. If you get it locally, close to the source, probably get a little bit better price, and I like that. So Corte Albigio Moracellino Descanso, very nice red wine, product of Italy, from Barberino Valle d'Elsa in Tuscany, which is northwest Italy, I believe, near where the water kind of hits. Going off memory. Sometimes that's fun, right? Researching and reading all the time. Anyways, what do they say here? Salute! Be on the lookout for more Drinking with Ray's Italian style. Peace!